test. Test, 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 1, 2, test, 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 1, 2. Oh, they've already scored? Shoot. Test, 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 test. Where would you see levels? I don't see anything.
You would see levels here. First you have to make sure it's coming into the interface. So it's not coming in.
Nope, nope. Test, 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 test. Yeah, where would you see levels on here? Wow. Where would you see levels on here?
See levels on. You have mic input. You would see levels here.
Test, 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 test. Yeah.
It's not coming in. Check. Try the other channel. Try the connection between the XLR. That XLR adapter.
Test, 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 test. Now that says red.
2. 1, 2. Yep.
Welcome live to Coach's Corner NYC. Ralph Bednarczyk with you from Field 83 at Randall's Island. This is the 2022 Randall's Island Kickoff Classic as the Long Island Slammers in the white on maroon have a 1-0 lead over AC Connecticut, based in Danbury, Connecticut, who are in the sky blue on black. It's 1-0 Long Island Slammers in this first game of 3 that we'll be bringing you today, and we're in the 9th minute. The Slammers got a second-minute goal. Coach Anthony Howard of AC Connecticut is kind of a skeleton group. They went 1-1 yesterday, suffered a couple of injuries, so they've had to reconfigure their lineup. While the Long Island Slammers played 1 game yesterday and lost 2-0. But they're the team currently ranked number 1 at the EDP Premier level among all the different various national rankings that exist in high school boys club soccer. Ball held up here by Fisher Mills, 43. And then we'll get the whistle and a foul as Joe Gianola, the right back, stepped up, and we'll get a restart here for AC Connecticut. These are 70-minute games, 35-minute halves. Only little subtle change: if there is a red card, a team does not play man down, or 2 yellows and a red. You never play man down in showcase soccer. And believe it or not, the season has arrived here in the Northeast for the club spring season. Chilly, windy, but just enough sun for this 12-15 start. This is 1 of 3 games we'll be bringing you here on Coach's Corner. Nice ball played over the top, intended for the target there. And Andre Insulaco, the center forward for the Long Island Slammers. Insulaco is a Fordham commitment. To head coach Carlo Acquista and the Fordham Rams that have made great strides in the last decade, first under Jim McKeldery. This is a ball intended for Insulaco. It'll come towards the near post, and it's fanned on. Opportunity for Gianola, the right back of the shot, and it tests the keeper, Sebastian Pliszka. Pliszka in goal for AC Connecticut, forced to make the save on the near post. So it'll be a corner here for the Long Island Slammers. Slammers starting goalkeeper Julian Vicek, a commitment Division II Bentley College. He plays at Long Island Catholic League Power St. Anthony's. His 2 center backs, Cole Pergin and Sam Jordan. Ball entered in, and a head ball over the top of the bar. The left back is Jonathan Salguero, a commitment to Marist out of Wyandanch High School in Suffolk County. The right back, Joe Gianola. 2 holding mids, Jairo Uloa, along with Giovanni Ortiz of Floyd High School. The center attacking mid, Alex Rojas of Floyd. The center forward, Andre Insulaco. And the wingers, on the wingers, it'll be Julian Vicek, who'll be the right winger. And the left winger, Dominic Algeri, also from St. Anthony's. Dylan Von Brook is the goalie. He's also from Floyd High School. Suffolk County finalist, losing to eventual state champion West Iceland out of Suffolk County. What a great year it was for Suffolk County boys soccer, and some different teams that came through. As Gianola's ball came in, here's Julian Vicek. Vicek trying to get wide. Vicek plays a ball to the top of the box, then turning, shooting, and the save made by Pliszka. Pliszka with 2 fine saves, and the Slammers have had the better of it here as they look for the next ball in. Jonathan Salguero. And eventually AC Connecticut looking for a clearance as they played it through for Benjamin Thomas, their holding mid, 44 in the sky blue. Then up top the shot came. Gianola, the right back, steps forward. Extended pressure for the Slammers, holding a 1-0 lead as Vicek redirected it towards Sebastian Pliszka. The majority of this AC Connecticut team is in the high school class of 22. Seniors heading into their spring decision-making process. Sebastian Pliszka is the keeper. Tyler Lay is one center back, Patrick Flaherty being the other. Donovan Spear, the left back. Sean Brennan, the right back. Ben Thomas is the holding mid with Max Weiss and a junior, Nico Mangiafico, the two center attacking mids. As this is Pliszko with a clearance. Then Mateo Cano is the center forward. Fisher Mills wide left. Joe Everett wide right. Ball tossed in past Spear. And this will be yet another corner for the Slammers. As Andre Insalaco had service to the front. So the Slammers with the 1-0 lead, continuing the pressure. Service will come here for Jonathan Salguero. Head coach of the Long Island Slammers, Will Hall. They're based out of Smithtown, Long Island. Salguero. And this is a good ball, challenging the post, and then Pliszko had to parry the second ball out. Very active Sebastian Pliszko. Von Brook moves it along. And the Slammers again play it long before that ball is knocked down by Tyler Lay. And AC Connecticut searching for some possession time. Beautiful job bringing the ball down by Dominic Algieri. Algieri, Gianola, Chaminade High School senior. Played along Jairo Ulloa with a nice touch, and then swooping in Giovanni Ortiz. And with fine pressure, AC Connecticut a chance to push it forward from Fisher Mills. And they'll be able to get out wide a little bit more. With nice composure, Cole Pergin. He is a Monmouth commitment out of Smithtown East High School. As over the top it goes, and here's Dominic Algieri with space. The Slammers at 1-0. Algieri, a rocket across the box. And he had numbers in front. So Algieri of St. Anthony's has been active, as we'll get substitutions here. 3 coming on from AC Connecticut here in the 16th minute of the first half. As Juan Ponce, who has just checked in, he is a standout from Amityville, first team all Long Island, a commitment to Boston College. He will come in at center mid. Juan Ponce, second brother in his family to play for Suffolk County Class A Power Amityville. And he'll play in the ACC, and to sharpen up his skills as Julian Vichik plays one to the top of the box. Tossing came to Ben Thomas. The right back, Sean Brennan. And Flaherty to establish some more possession through Sebastian Pliszko. As Pliszko went down the middle. And eventually the Slammers with possession. Juan Ponce. Nice controlled play by Tyler Lay. Ben Thomas. Ulloa with the connection. Here comes Joe Gianola. And Gianola right back has already shown a lot of width. Thomas. Try to play Sean Brennan forward, and Brennan could not get there. Another sub in for the Long Island Slammers. A team that has about 10 commitments so far. Here's Kelvin Ortiz coming in typically a holding mid, another high school class of 2022, as he replaces Uloa at one of the 6 spots for Coach Will Hall. The Slammers at 1-0, 19th minute. We'll play 2 35-minute halves. Then game 2 on our schedule will follow. World Class FC against Pampurong is coming up on a different field. Or rather, actually, we'll be here at scheduled at 1:40 Eastern. And then the Manhattan Freedom against BlackRock of the Northwood School as Pliszka comes up with another through ball. Pliszka with a long ball ahead, and trying to get onto it is Mateo Cano, and it'll be a deep throw coming for AC Connecticut as they're able to switch fields. So they'll get Sean Brennan, the right back, into the picture. First of 3 games today you could watch via Coach's Corner NYC here on YouTube. Ralph Bednarczyk on hand, 1-0 Long Island Slammers. Brennan, so he tries to move it along and gather some space. Ponce, and Juan Ponce has numbers in front of him. Flaherty stepping forward. As the takeover from Fisher Mills, it'll be Mills that commits the foul just before Max Weiss can start to get moving forward. AC Connecticut trying to string some passes together and move forward. Gianola with a fine switch. And eventually Max Weiss. Mills. And a nice return here to Fisher Mills. Stepping forward nicely, center back Sam Jordan. Mills in the approach, but it finds the feet of the other center back, Cole Pergin. Space out wide for Giovanni Ortiz. Ponce. Kelvin Ortiz. And now a chance for AC Connecticut to move forward. Max Weiss. And Weiss playing Fisher Mills wide. And the ball will stay in for a deep throw. So Mills did not give up on it. And we'll get another sub here for the Long Island Slammers. As Colin Baboccia will come in for the first time, another senior in the class of 2022, as he replaces Andre Insalaco. Insalaco started the match at center forward. Dawson came to Ponce. Jordan sends out. And a nice ball for Algieri, who has now switched here from the left to the right. Ponce. And delivers a pretty ball. Giovanni Ortiz. Room out wide for the shot coming from Salguero is blocked. Pliszka. And Pliszka able to climb the ladder and gather. So AC Connecticut has settled this game a little bit more after they were under fire, giving up a second-minute goal and then a series of shots, a couple of corners. Sebastian Pliszka able to make 2 fine saves in that sequence. Julian Vichik, as he's taken down Ben Thomas. And Brennan to back it up. Ball ahead would have been offside. Jordan. Ponce. And Ponce looking to get on the same page with Dominic Algieri, center forward, who is not making the run. Reed Etzbach, one of the 3 subs that came in for AC Connecticut. He and his brother Parker Etzbach, part of this AC Connecticut program. And there's Parker Etzbach, he's 49. Max Weiss triggers it along out wide. And some space here for AC Connecticut as they make the run from out wide. And we get a whistle and a foul at the edge of the box. So great moves from Mateo Cano. As Cano showed patience, he had room out wide on his left. And here's a golden opportunity for AC Connecticut. They've been outplayed in this first half. But Mateo Cano picks up the foul, and this will be about 20 yards out. So Dylan Von Brook of Floyd High School will be on high alert. '25th minute. It'll be Cano's ball. Cano, and a good strike wide. Tried to bend it around the wall. Von Brook never saw it. We'll get subs on for AC Connecticut. We'll get Donovan Spear back on. Joe Everett also back in. And so is Tyler Lay. So Coach Anthony Howard will continue to shift his numbers forward. They were missing a number of guys today, hurt yesterday or not available today. Sam Jordan. Numbers in front. Out wide was Juan Ponce, and Ponce ran into too many numbers. Ben Thomas, again, the cleanup as the holding man. Now Cano able to check back. Joe Everett. Etzbach, as he tried to connect with his brother Parker Etzbach, who checked back. And now it is Brennan defending for AC Connecticut. Everett with the knockdown. And AC Connecticut has started to push back on the possession tug of war later in this first half. Lay, and good composure of Flaherty. Or rather, that is Reed Etzbach is the other center back at the moment. And then through Pliszka. The Slammers at 1-0. A second-minute goal and relentless pressure in the first 10 minutes. But the game has leveled off since. Brendan with Julian Vicek applying the pressure. And Vicek with some work to jar free. Nice ball ahead, Algieri. Algieri, one more for Ponce. And Ponce delivers. Juan Ponce from Dominic Algieri. Julian Vicek with a takeaway on the far sideline, and it is 2-0 Long Island Slammers. Juan Ponce getting here a little later than expected, driving out from Suffolk County, and that is a goal here in the 28th minute. Ponce playing for Suffolk County, longtime Amityville coach Mike Abendondolo, and he has had a tremendous career, and BC getting a fine athlete. Algieri on the assist, and Ponce did not overhit it, and Pliszka did not have a chance. Two 2-0 Long Island Slammers. Down for the next ball. Samuel Jordan. And Jordan to continue, asking for the foul, and not a foul on any level. AC Connecticut's best scoring chance, a restart that came with the 25th minute. Vichik. And out wide, he's able to combine with his left back. And the Slammers again, getting numbers in the box. Follow-up opportunity. This is a blast, and it goes wide. Dominic Algieri. So nice build-up with the left back, Jonathan Salguero, who's gotten great depth out wide again. So Spear, the left back, to enter in for Everett. Ponce. And Juan Ponce, the ball winner. And a beautiful Maradona to free it to Joe Gianola. Cole Pergin. Pergin enters in. And he had Algieri. Spear will let it go out. Another deep throw for AC Connecticut. Brennan the leave for Cano. And reading the play well, Giovanni Ortiz of the Long Island Slammers. The entire Slammers team, basically Suffolk County. Gianola attends school in Nassau County Chaminade High School in the Long Island Catholic League. And terrific boys soccer there with West Islip representing Suffolk County, winning the Suffolk, Long Island, and eventual New York State Class AA Championship. And that has been a classification and an area long dominated by Brentwood. This is an offside against Parker Etzbach. And Coach Ronnie Eden over at Brentwood, they have had countless high school All-Americans and college stars. And getting off Long Island has been getting through Suffolk County has been so difficult. Then the other teams that have emerged, such as Tom Lips with his Smithtown East program, or Smithtown West program. Coach Jamie Santiago, strong program at Newfield. It is very deep in Suffolk Class AA. This is Algieri as he pulled it wide. And one of the key elements to competing and succeeding in Suffolk County, you need to have travel players that pursue it perhaps 8 months out of the year. And Floyd High School reaching the Suffolk County AA final is a big deal. Coach Will Hall of the Slammers is a Floyd High School graduate. He's got 5 Floyd Colonials on his team. That's what it takes. And Brentwood had a little bit of a down year, perhaps, and of course, still through the stages of the pandemic that we're in. You just don't know what rosters will be like, and Floyd capitalized on their opportunity and made some history reaching a Suffolk AA final. And Floyd and boys soccer, it's been a long time since they made any noise. Ball ahead, Algieri, and a nice subtle touch there from Tyler Lay. Now Cano, looking for the feed of Parker Etzbach. Played back to Von Brook, one of those 5 Floyd Colonials. He was their starting goalie in the fall of 21. Brennan stepped to the challenge of Julian Vichik. And it'll be Sean Brennan that picks up the foul. We're in the 33rd minute unofficially, based on my timer. 2-0 Long Island Slammers. Goals in the 2nd minute and 28th minute. Boccia as he will touch it back. Brennan on the challenge again with Vichik. as Vichik pursues. Congratulations to Julian Vichik of St. Anthony's. Just recently made his commitment to Division II Bentley College in the Northeast 10. And he'll get a great academic experience there. Get to play games at Adelphi. Closer to home, even Southern Connecticut State. Not a far drive at all for Long Islanders. Algieri, Juan Ponce. Ponce with spear, defending in the hole. Ponce at the edge of the 18, played it across. And the follow-up, and we will get a foul against the Slammers. The second man in on the challenge. And now another ensuing foul, and we're going to get a card that will be issued to the Slammers. There's the game's first yellow. And that's going to be also a delay of game. So our official will stop the clock. And we'll get some very brief stoppage time. Julian Vichik picking up the yellow. There's the final whistle. 35 minutes complete. AC Connecticut under fire early. The Long Island Slammers tallying in the second minute and then 28th minute. First half time is up. 2-0. Long Island Slammers with a lead over AC Connecticut. We'll be back in about 5 minutes for the second half here on Coach's Corner NYC. welcome back for the second half here from Randall's Island, Field 83 on this Sunday afternoon. It is sunny, kind of chilly, but otherwise we are here and operating. As the Long Island Slammers with a 2-0 lead over AC Connecticut. Ralph Dinarchik on hand with you here on Coach's Corner NYC. Pair of goals in the first half for the Long Island Slammers. Andre Insalaco with a tally. He is from West Hampton in Suffolk County. He had the first tally unassisted, and then Juan Ponce of Amityville from Dominic Algieri coming in the 28th minute. Algieri had the assist. Ponce with a clinical finish. He is a player also from St. Anthony's High School on the island. And AC Connecticut had one good strike that came off the foot of Mateo Cano. 25th minute restart that bent wide to the near post against Dylan Von Brook in goal for the Slammers. And otherwise, they were hanging on for dear life for a good chunk of the first, let's say, 10-12 minutes. But Sebastian Pliszka, their keeper, who has signed an academy deal with Hartford Athletic, and he has kind of kept them hanging around this one. And Pliszka is a product out of Newington, Connecticut. AC Connecticut, based in Danbury. White on maroon for the Long Island Slammers, based in Suffolk County, Long Island. And the blue on black for AC Connecticut as they move left to right. So Donovan Spear to toss in. He's the starting left back. Spear enters in. Spear just recently making his commitment to Division III, the College of Mount St. Vincent, to play collegiate soccer at the D3 level. And it looks like he is going to be able to be a day one potential left back for that program, because already you can see the range that he can cover. Ball for Algieri. Stopped by Brennan, the right back. Joe Everett on it for AC Connecticut. Max Weiss will drop it in. And Ben Thomas would have liked to have done better with that ball, and he had more options in front of him to redirect it to his left. Salguero. Ben Thomas. Weiss. And Weiss a good touch around Sam Jordan, the center back, who stepped forward and calmly plays it back to Spear. Into the 38th minute. These are 70-minute games that we'll be bringing you from Randall's Island. Ball for Ponce. Ponce, once he checked in the match, of course, he made tremendous impact. He is in, looks like in a center attacking mid or a kind of a withdrawn striker mode as he checks back. He's 18 and 1. Ponce. Plays a nice ball wide. Ian Rojas. Rojas got it to the feet of Andre Insalaco. And then the return for Rojas, and Pliszka will play it out. What a great moment for Sebastian Pliszka to sign the deal with Hartford Athletic. And a great training he'll have an opportunity to have as Ortiz look for a cross. Played back to feet. Next ball out wide again, Ian Rojas, and he could not get to the end of it. Nice ball that was picked out. Algieri laid it down. Ponce, and Ponce was looking to volley it, side volley, and it just kind of got the better of him as it spun off the turf. So the Slammers collectively have moved well as a group after losing yesterday 2-0. And mentioning Juan Ponce, his brilliant career at Amityville High School came to a close. He was first team All Long Island, 17 goals, 18 assists in the fall. as Amityville again dominated Suffolk County Class A. Those are kind of the mid-sized schools. Double A are the largest in New York State. And Ponce finished his 5-year varsity career with 45 goals, 58 assists. Pliszka. And he tried to find Brennan. And look at how high the press of the Slammers got there. The high man of the press for the Slammers was in the 6 of Pliszka. And Thomas played back to Weiss. Flaherty handled well by AC Connecticut as they look for Cano over the top. And out wide, AC Connecticut is able to get a switch. As Weiss made the run, follow up from Thomas. Thomas then looked to find and play his man in the box. Stepping forward, Reed Etzbach. Fisher Mills. Room for Joe Everett. To the top of the box. He had Thomas. He wins the second ball. Mills. Ponce the clearance. And the check back came from Insulaco. And this will be a whistle against AC Connecticut. 2-0 Long Island Slammers. We hold there early this second half. Ponce. And they called the advantage there for Ponce as Nico Mangiafico, the one that committed the foul. So here's a quality restart for the Slammers. Here at Randall's Island, it is always windy. And it could be July, and you're going to get some wind that can impact the soccer game. You get the ball high enough, it'll be a factor. And here in late February, of course it is. Salguero, they play it quick. Salguero cross, head ball, delivered! Salguero locating Juan Ponce. Fine ball. Ian Rojas played it in. That'll be a double assist. 3-0 Slammers. A 42nd minute goal to make it 3-0. Salguero put it in a great spot. No communication from AC Connecticut. Ponce, a player of his ilk, and able to just walk right in, and did not have a defender draped on him. And here where I am, you can hear communication, and you can hear either great communication or none. Flaherty sending out a teammate in the middle, Fisher Mills, and a foul committed by the Slammers and Samuel Jordan. Algieri, as he searches for a switch. Gianola handled it. Gianola continues the run. Joe Gianola searching for a cross. He'll make it. Pliszka will squeeze it. Decent delivery from Joe Gianola. Cano has had to check back off the start of the match as the center forward, and look at where he ranges through. Thomas to the feet of Max Weiss. Spear bends it along for Sean Brennan, the right back. Room for Joe Everett. Everett attacking at the edge of the 18. Accumulating some numbers, then finds the trail man. Held up momentarily to the feet of Brennan. Max Weiss searches and probes. Weiss then looks for a ball on the backside. Mangiafico chasing. It'll be Giovanni Ortiz on it for the Slammers. Gianola the clearance. And that'll be a foul against Andre Insalaco, as he was all over the center back. So Paul Flaherty was able to get good position. Spear and Reed Etzbach. Again, the high press of the Slammers here has jammed up channels. Takeaway by Ulloa. Played in Algieri. Algieri continues and he misses to the short side. Very subtle shoulder to shoulder against Reed Etzbach. And Dominic Algieri was able to create a chance. He looked to go short side and use power versus to play it across the goal mouth where Pliszka had no chance to get to. .47th minute here, second half. Game is 70. Spear able to continue his run before he's bottled up by Jairo Ulloa. And Solako playing it back. Etzbach under some pressure will go through Pliszka. Nice knockdown, Giovanni Ortiz. And then Ortiz may have released it a touch too soon. So the toss-in for AC Connecticut, their best scoring chance came in the 25th minute on a restart. And they've tried to find passes and combined enough, and they've only had moments. Potts down the back. Gianola plays it in. Joe Gianola in his senior year at Chaminade, part of a team that went 16-4-1 in the CHSAA. Chaminade capturing the program's 9th boys soccer state championship. Max Weiss, as Rojas broke that play up, and now he motors ahead. Rojas able to get wide and has numbers with Algieri inside. Rojas look for service. Salguero. Switch to Gianola. Gianola next ball in. Followed by Ponce. Algieri was the second man in and he commits the foul. Good call by our center referee as he bumps Max Weiss. Weiss with a good next ball, and here comes Joe Everett. Everett with room. Everett, back across it comes. Mangiafico tried to lay it down. Fisher Mills could not reach it. Promising movement for AC Connecticut. Van Broek has yet to face a shot here in the second half. Ansbach breaks that through ball ahead. And Ben Thomas again playing Joe Everett wide. With Cano. Mangiafico has a seam. Then Mangiafico rid it off the ball. Jonathan Salguero, who started the match at left back, has since moved to the middle. Everett collecting. Everett played it through, and Van Broek will handle. Again, a ball that nearly found Fisher Mills in stride. Ponce. Giovanni Ortiz and Spear. You can see the rangy, the lanky, wiry strength that Donovan Spear has. You know, he is going to be a fine pickup for Mount St. Vincent. And let's get to watch him further along the course of this afternoon. Seeing just enough from a technical aspect. And he'll be able to step on the field, I think, freshman year as a left back. And a matter of how much he can grow from a technical aspect. But defensively, it appears that he'll be able to handle forwards at the D3 level coming at him. Cano, Mangiafico, good ball played back. It almost got Cano in stride. And Cano has Everett. And Cano leaned on. Everett will bring it down ahead of Jordan. Fisher Mills again wide. Mills stepping through Gianola, then played it to the top. It'll be a deep throw coming for AC Connecticut. Nice interplay with junior Nico Mangiafico. He's just one of two juniors on this AC Connecticut team today, class of 2023. And we'll get a couple subs in for the Slammers. Colin Boboccia is one sub on, and the other's Kelvin Ortiz, replacing the right back Joe Gianola. Tossing came. Jordan missed the head ball. Cano. And the other sub out, Jonathan Salguero. Brennan. Nice ball played in for Weiss, who almost got there. The toss coming for AC Connecticut. Two more subs on for the Slammers, as Julian Vichik will come on, as will Alex Rojas. The Rojas boys, 2 of the 5 out of Floyd High School, Shirley, New York, out east along Sunrise Highway. Paul Flaherty, good toss. Thomas pursues the second ball, and Thomas to bring it down for Spear. Spear, next ball in. Thomas, the return for Max Weiss. Weiss to the top as he nearly connected beautifully with Fisher Mills. Spear in the next ball. And a whistle as Everett had possession. They'll give the advantage to Ben Thomas. Everett with the turn. Mangiafico. So this has been the best stretch of the afternoon for AC Connecticut. We're in the 55th minute of a 70-minute game. And Andre Insalaco pursuing. He had the game's first goal. Pliszka. And look at the way that ball dies in the wind with a particularly strong gust. Cano, Fisher Mills, and Mills wanted the ball a little bit more outside. The cleanup from Cole Perkin. And it's going to be a foul called against Perkin, so this will amount to what will be a corner for AC Connecticut. Perkin's second team all Long Island out of Smithtown East. Same with Andre Insalaco. This blast, the follow-up by Thomas, and it's wide. So 2 looks here for AC Connecticut, first 2 shots of the half. Now this will set up a true corner, the first of the match for AC Connecticut. And this ball delivered to the short side that Ponce will play out. Well, they'll say last off of AC Connecticut. Two subs in, including Parker Etzbach. Etzbach of AC Connecticut, and also junior Trevor Pegg, class of 2023. Pegg number 39 for AC Connecticut. So Etzbach looks like he will come up top. And Everett and Mills remaining the wingers in a 4-3-3 for AC Connecticut. Both teams starting in a 4-3-3 today. Everett looks for a switch for Mills, and Jordan timed his head ball well. Parker Etzbach. Mills, as Mills came into contact with Alex Rojas, and that will be a throw coming for AC Connecticut. Spear. Mills, strong turn. And then Mills continues, he gets the foul called. So Fisher Mills, the turn, created it, where the defender had to panic a bit. And it made a little contact. Mills goes down, so here is the second quality restart of the day for AC Connecticut. This will be a little bit further out. Cano took the last one. And this is in the range of 24 yards on Dylan Von Broek. The blast by Mills, and he skips it wide. That comes in the 58th minute. We remain 3-0. Long Island Slammers led 2-0 at the half. They've added one in the 42nd minute from Juan Ponce. And AC Connecticut with a poor goal kick from Von Broek. Now they'll have a toss in. Cano. Thomas. And Mangiafico looks to settle it down, and does, to the feet of Spear. Rojas will let it go. Goal kick for Von Broek. Slammers have not been bothered by any kind of press from AC Connecticut in this one. They've been comfortable moving forward, and then they can unleash good balls over the top like that for Insulaco. And Insulaco bumps with Reed Etzbach. And that'll be a corner. So an immediate switch here for the Slammers. So Juan Ponce will have the delivery. 3-0 Slammers looking for another. In the 61st minute, as Pliška is able to grab it. And look at that distribution. Jordan stepped forward and read the play. Flaherty bangs the next ball forward. Parker Etzbach brings it down. Parker has Cano inside. Cano offside. 3 officials working these games here for the Manhattan Soccer Club Winter Kickoff Classic. Ralph Bednarczyk with you here from Randall's Island. Happy to have you with me. First of 3 games. Next game coming up at 1:40. World Class FC based in Westchester against Pomperog of Connecticut. Then at 3 o'clock, Black Rock FC against the Manhattan Soccer Club Freedom Team. Gianola and Algieri back on for the Slammers. And you'll be able to watch these games, of course, live and on demand here via Coach's Corner NYC's YouTube channel. Vichik got the return. Ulloa thought about it. Ponce. On Ponce to continue. As he draws a lot of attention, look to play it in to the cutting Ian Rojas. And this will be a deep throw coming for the Slammers. Or rather, they called the foul, actually. So this will be Ponce, probably about 5 yards off the box to set up the delivery for a short corner. Pliška was able to parry out the last cross off the corner kick that was in a good spot. Ponce delivers, had Gianola in the air. Second ball, that's blocked by Spear. Never got through. Now to Gianola firing. Reactionary save by Pliška. And then the handball that came back and got Gianola. Gianola tried to power it through Pliška and shows his reactionary skills at 6'3". And Gianola almost poaching on a ball, and Pliška slides out to get it. So Spear the other way. It remains 3-0 Long Island Slammers. And that'll be offside. Algieri trying to make sure that Fisher Mills will not be able to get ahead. We approach the 65th minute. Julian Vichik. Vichik played it across. Bang back by AC Connecticut. Ponce tosses in. Vichik will leave for Ponce. And Parker Etzbach waits for support, has Cano. Cano with a teammate out wide. He was trying to connect with Trevor Pegg. Flaherty in the next ball delivered for Everett. Thomas dummied through as it came the left back Spear. AC Connecticut has shown much better possession in the second half. Have not been able to combine for that great look in the final third. Created a couple of corners. One restart for a short corner, another decent one. There's Mangiafico fouling Julian Vicic. And here comes Ponce with the ball ahead. And Flaherty deals with him well. Ball Flaherty to the feet of Parker Etzbach. Clean takeout. Nice work there from Cole Pergin on the clean tackle. As that ball was sent onto the road here, Central Road at Randall's Island. Parking was at a premium everywhere. Second day of the Manhattan Soccer Club Kickoff Classic to begin the spring season. Everybody bundled up. It is cold, but the spring club season is upon us. The Long Island Slammers won their group at the National League in January down in Florida to earn their #1 ranking in the EDP. And they've automatically qualify for July Nationals. So all these seniors, before they go to college, they'll have one more opportunity to play in that event. Several college coaches milling around. College of Mount St. Vincent is here. Other Division IIIs, believe Baruch College is here out of the CUNY. Defending CUNY champions, defeating Lehman College last fall. Gianola started at right back. He is up top at striker now. Spear. As Everett off of a good switch from Spear. Mills, service across. Handled well by Rojas. Second ball volleyed by Cano. Didn't get a lot on it. So AC Connecticut trying to spoil the shutouts and put together a better 35 minutes of the second half than they did in the first. And we should be down inside the final 2 minutes. '73rd minute for Ponce. Rather the 68th minute. Ponce ahead. Julian Vicic has options with Gianola, and Vicic missing to the short side. Gianola was begging for the ball. Anything at the penalty spot, and Gianola would have had something to talk about on the car ride home. Another great delivery from Juan Ponce to spring activity moving forward. Other commitments out of this Slammers program: Andre Insulaco, as I touched on, going to Fordham. Jake Friedman, who's not here, headed to Bryant. Joe Gianola also headed to Fordham to play for Carlo Acquista. The aforementioned Ponce to Boston College. Jonathan Saguero will be in the MAC at Marist. So will Cole Pergin. He'll be in the CAA at Monmouth, battling Hofstra. And Julian Vichik today will play at Bentley. Among the commitments so far in the Division I signing period, which just occurred in early February. But the D2, D3 guys that aren't necessarily getting scholarship money, they still have plenty of time. Trevor Pegg, that's it. 70 minutes complete. The Long Island Slammers, 3-0 impressively. Juan Ponce arrived late, but his game traveled well. First team All Long Island out of Amityville High School. Adds 2 goals. Andre Insulaco had the third. And the Slammers victorious today. 3-0 with the shutout. Salguero and Ian Rojas adding assists. So did Dominic Algieri. 3-0 the final. Couple of good restarts today for AC Connecticut, but they could not get anything moving forward in support of their keeper, Sebastian Pliszka. The shutout for junior keeper Dylan Von Brook of the Long Island Slammers out of Floyd High School. 3-0 is the final. Thank you for watching our coverage here on Coach's Corner NYC between AC Connecticut and the Long Island Slammers. If you're with us live, coming up at about 1:40 Eastern, World Class FC based of Westchester taking on Pomperog AC based out of Connecticut. We hope to talk to you then.